got a very big show, lots to get through tonight. News around two of the big power clubs of the AFL at each other's throats.
Yes.
We'll give you those details. And we'll celebrate the 250th game of one of our panellists, Nick Del Santo, tonight.
Oh, yes, and speaking of celebrating, Shane Crawford has completed day one of the Tour de Crawf.
Yeah.
Live, we'll catch up with Shane.
Safe and sound, Jim.
Oh, don't worry. He's beyond Bendigo. He's miles away. And also, Damien Barrett will be out later, guys, and he has some news about a radical change to the fixture for next year that will blow football people away. So stick around for that.
Also has news of a big-name AFL star whose season may be over. We'll give you that player.
Yep.
And, Jimmy, you were in the Gold Coast yesterday on the Vomitron and the Slingshot. So we'll get you pictures of that.
No.
Can't miss it. And our man, Sammy, Street Talk
Yes.
at Morwell. That is all coming. Let's get started.
Footy show coming up. You need to stick around for the next couple of hours, but these boys are going to help us enjoy it. From the St Kilda Football Club, as Gaz says, about to enjoy his 250th AFL game. He's been one of the best in the business for a long, long time. Welcome, Nick Del Santo. And what about the hard man from the Gold Coast, former premiership defender for the Hawks, Campbell Brown? The Brown Dog. Oh, and Billy Brownless, the Mayor of Geelong, our favourite Bill Brownless.
Jimmy, Nicky Dale.
Oh, a very nice, diverse panel there assembled. Looking forward to speaking to them. Looking forward to speaking to this man as well, the 300-game superstar from Geelong. Please welcome him, John Sammy Newman.
Our Forsell.
We've got a wounded warrior with
I
us.
didn't know whether you noticed.
No, I did notice.
As we both shuffled out here tonight, that our main man, our esteemed leader, we're very lucky to have him here, I'll be brutally honest, because he was in surgery less than a day ago. He courageously got to the line this morning to see Shane off and courageously here tonight.
A knee scrape he had.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
And a remarkable progression in courage shown, Gary, with this recent injury as opposed to a former injury that you had.
There he is. Never gets old. Doesn't get old, does it?
Yeah,
You appear to have got better with
his
pain
leg in
and
half
the
and you find
handling
it
of
funny.
Yeah, no, he managed to just suck it up today.
Would
and
not miss
step
it
out.
for the world. And there's lots going on in the world of footy, so let's move on from that, you two.
We
No,
liked it,
we're
Gary.
not moving on yet.
Yes,
we might
we
show
are.
it once again.
No, we're not.
The remarkable progression in courage.
No, fine. What we are going to talk about is issues down at the Sharpeville, the St Kilda Footy Club, and Nick Del Santo on the eve of his 250th joined us. Welcome. Hello, mate.
Yeah, I'm good, Gaz.
Ideally, we would like to start solely with the 250th game, of course, but there has been a big story, big news down at St Kilda throughout the week. Not great news, it has to be said, and it is a very big legal case surrounding Stephen Milne that we won't go near for obvious reasons. It is before the courts. But from your own point of view, a long-time teammate of Milne's, and I think you quoted through the week that you would have preferred that he had the chance to play this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have loved for Steve to play in mine and also Nick Rewalt's 250th game this week. It's obviously very disappointing, but with that, I understand the club's decision, fully support what they've decided to do, and at the end of the day, it's about Milne's welfare, and that's the most important thing.
A couple of things, we're not going to dwell on it too much. It involves the whole footy club, not just your relationship with him, but all of the playing group can't help but get themselves involved. How have they handled the last couple of days?
It's been a tough week, there's no doubt about that. I think the coaching staff and the players are all on the same page, and I mean, at the end of the day, we've got to play football on Saturday, and that's our main priority.
And reports today that the playing group, as is their right, they need to be informed, and the footy club have done their best to do that. Reports in the newspapers today and online particularly that there was some sort of a talk of a player revolt if this wasn't resolved to the satisfaction of the players, and in particular from Stephen's point of view. What can you say about that?
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth in regards to that. We had a meeting yesterday which involved the leadership group, the senior coach, Scotty, and a board member, and it was just basically to go through the situation just so we had an understanding. We needed some more clarity on that, and I think we walked away still asking some questions. And we went to the club today, 18 of the senior boys, which included Milne, 3 board directors and the senior coach again, and we went through it and we've walked away understanding exactly what it's about. And as I said earlier, Milne was happy with the decision and where it's heading, and so are we.
I think that's probably the most important thing from a footy side of things, that Stephen has had it explained to him why he's not playing over the next few weeks, and from your own point of view, the playing group, that's the end of it for now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, and as I said, it's about Milne's welfare. He's part of our club and he's something very special, but it's he needs to take care of himself, and that's he understands that, and we fully support him.
And we should say desperate and trying times for both parties concerned. But we know the name of Stephen Milne. We don't know the name, rightly so, of the other party, so that's why we're speaking about him. And let's hope the competition and us in general are as furtive and vigilant in not accepting comments that are shouted out at Stephen Milne if he plays again, just like we jumped up and down with the racism part. And let's hope that he's treated fairly, because unlike a lot of people at the minute, with the various number of things going on, people are innocent until it is established that someone is responsible for a misdemeanour. And that has not been established as yet.
No, that is indeed right, and that is the legal premise of which we all live under, so let's just let that unfold through due course. Let's get on to your footy, mate. Let's get back to your very first game many years ago. Can you remember it?
I do. I think it was round 4, 2002. I'd just been drafted, and we played down at Cardinia Park, as it was at the time.
And I know about you, Bill and Brownie, but I think your first goal is probably one of your most significant moments.
Gary.
It's something you want to be able to look back on in time. And the commentators at the time happened to be our very own James Brayshaw, who has got the capacity to raise himself to a level with his favourite players where the excitement jumps at you through the television screen or through the radio set. So what we wanted to do tonight was replay your first goal and just give you that great memory to hang on to. This is James Brayshaw describing the first goal of the great Nick Del Santo.
Well, that ball picked up for the Saints by Del Santo. And he has kicked a goal there for St Kilda.
How's he going to show his mates that?
Oh, no.
That's just
I haven't seen that before.
Well, he has had a marvellous career. So
unbelievable
what
career.
we need to do is rectify
Kicked it off beautifully for him, Jim.
Oh, he's going to remember.
We need to put some context around that, sure.
What was the context? You couldn't think of his name.
No, you've forgotten who he was.
His first game.
So here it is. I mean, we can rewrite some history here tonight. So we're going to replay it. We're going to roll on this unbelievable moment in the life of an AFL footballer, and I want you to give it the full push-up king sort of style so that he can roll tape on it and have it for his kids and grandkids down the track. So here we go, Dale.
All right. Oh, the ball spills out wide. This young man from Bendigo's done bugger all, but he picks it up, swings on the left, stuck it through the middle. Nicky down! I tell you, Gary, he's going to be a superstar, this young boy. He will end up playing 250 games for the Saints.
Much better, Dale.
Much better, Jim. You didn't give me much.
Well,
the first
are
time.
we going to tell the truth or not?
No, we're happy with the way it's the way it is.
In fact, you're 100 points behind. That didn't make it into it. We might have doctored the score. Hey, Brownie, good to have you here.
It's good to be down.
This is one of the great footy stories of the year unfolding at the moment. No, I'm serious. Not just the improvement of the Gold Coast Suns, but your re-emergence as a formidable force in that forward line for a young Gold Coast side.
It's good to be down and really enjoying my footy at the moment. Obviously, missed the first 6 weeks with suspension and trained pretty hard and came back with a bit of a point to prove.
But Brownie, let's be honest here. You did think, I reckon, that the time was pretty close to up in your footy career. Your mates who know you reckon that you might have just thought, I mightn't have long left. And now you've gone to this defensive forward role and been unbelievably good. And now there's, a lot of light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, the improvement from the whole footy club's been fantastic. You know, a lot of the young guys have really stepped up. Won 5 games already and looking on to winning a fair few more games. And Yeah, like I said, I'm just loving my footy at the moment, taking it each week at a time because obviously, you know, not really sure when it'll end, but thoroughly enjoying it at the moment.
Oh, you'll get another year. You're born again. You've found the Lord. You always fiery and you always love to throw a couple of punches. I just wonder where...
We had to work out where this came from.
I just wonder where it come from, Gaz.
You did some digging, didn't you?
I did some digging, and we found a photo of here and your great man, here, your old man. How old are you there? There's Mel, your dad.
Yeah, I'm probably about 18 months.
18 months.
Yeah, I just started walking then. So
the message coming from Big Mel at that stage?
He just said, make sure you throw a good right. So.
Well, it's interesting.
What hope did I have?
Interesting you say that, Bill, because we actually dug back through the archives of the Nine Network and found an early interview from Mal Brown about his son. Have a listen.
I believe that people enjoy a bit of brutality, and the same people that always sit down and be saying it, and isn't it terrible? They'll be the ones that really like it. That's why they go along every week to see something happen. Would you encourage your son to play that game? When things like that happen? Me? Yeah. Would you encourage your son to do that? I'd be telling him to hit him first.
Hey, KG Cunningham there, for us.
I didn't recognise
Ken
the young
Cunningham, yep.
Kenny over there. Yeah.
So what hope did he have? I mean, he could only play one way there for us.
Yes. Well, we've seen all this. You love this, Foss. Have a look at this here. Look at Mal here. There he is, number one there. He just dropped one there, and someone will come in to have a go. And watch out. Is that Keogh? What's this, Trev? Get away, Trev. Get away. You're going to cop one.
No.
Oh, there we are.
No, three.
What? There he is.
So that's the great Mel Brown. We love him, of course. Things have changed a fair bit.
Why are we laughing at that?
Yeah.
We're not laughing.
No, we are
That's
laughing.
the way it was, Samuel, back in the day.
No, I know.
These days there are bigger issues to worry yourself with, like Powerade, Brownie. And what happens now in a game of footy is the first gamers, once they've won a game, or they've won their first game, they get in, they get the Powerade thrown over them, and you were moved to tweet. My pet hate in footy, blokes throwing Powerade over the new guys in the middle during the team song.
Yeah.
Hydrate up, shocking, sticky.
Yeah, not a big fan. You come in after a good win, and you know you've got to do recovery and your stretching in that area too. So
He's tipping it on himself, Tom Nichols.
yeah, he does. I know it was. We had to end up rolling, doing back rolls and everything in all that wet, sticky pit. So.
It's a waste. It is a waste. But there are other uses that you can... You don't have to use Powerade, Brown Dog. Have a look at this. Here's our good friend Gaz. You can use shaving cream.
You can, yeah.
Have a look at him there.
Bit of shaving
That's
cream.
how much shaving cream he takes a day. And
Well,
Hutchie,
that'd
of
be
course, with your fossil fuel. Oh, and then he's not going to like this one. Hutchie, you got him. He's not going to love this one. Sticks. But you can use beer. And have a look what you do with the pot.
Lifetime of coleslaw.
Yes. Coleslaw, Gaz. Look at... Wait, there's more.
Look at Fossil.
There's more, Gaz. There's more. Don't worry about that. Here it
You like
comes.
that, Samuel, didn't he?
I liked it.
There it is.
Anything that gives you the brace and bits, Gary, makes me chuckle.
Look at him. Oh, happy Gary.
For lack of respect. A bit obscure. Hey, we're going to push on. Jim, of course, lost the bet. On behalf of
he
you,
lost the bet.
tipped North Melbourne, they lost. And you had to get up on the Vomitron and the slingshot up on the Gold Coast, and you took Bill along. There you are. We're going to get a very good look at this a little later on in the piece.
That's not us.
This is what you can expect. This is the sort of thing that we can expect to see a little later in the program. It wasn't good, Jim, you told us.
it
The
was
slingshot
horrific.
not great either.
No, they were both horrendous.
Bales heightened up to that stage, Jim.
A little ill afterwards, I believe. You wouldn't want to have done that more than once. You wanted to get that first time. Now, we believe that all the GoPros were set up, ready to go,
Gary.
but someone forgot to flick the switch, Jim. First time round. Is that right?
Bill and I were sitting on this stupid slingshot, which is like, well, it's like a reverse bungee.
Bungee, yep.
You get hurled 100 metres up in the air, which we did, and it was horrific. And then we got back down, and the person running the show said we're going to have to do it again because we didn't hit record.
As you can expect, Samuel, took it in their stride. Have a look at the reaction of our two great men up there just doing something for the footy show. They took it pretty well.
How was that, boys?
Don't go anywhere. Because there was a computer error.
No way.
Stop. No.
We're not doing that again.
No, mate.
No, you really got to go again.
No.
Honestly, we didn't press the button.
Oh, yeah, I did. The old didn't press the button.
Get us out of here. Get us out of here. Get us out of this. Bill. Willis,
Oh, mate.
back me up. It was
Yes.
truly horrendous.
It was. And 200 metres in 2 seconds, Gaz, and you get up there and then it just drops. And your guts drops, everything drops. And this stupid Amy, this little girl, who's lovely, forgot to press the bloody button. She can get stuffed.
And Bill's guts dropped.
That's steering itself. We're going to have a really good look at that, obviously, a little later in the show, full details. What we're going to do right now is take a break on the Footy Show. The great Shane Crawford next.
Tonight on The Footy Show, Sam Newman, one of the great character actors of our time,
What you talking about, Gary?
heads to Morwell for Street Talk.
Giving an America feels. I'm getting better at it.
We bring you all the action from the Tour de Croft send-off, and we check in with the man himself in Bendigo. Let's hope he's made it. Newsbreaker Damo will serve up some of his juiciest stuff. Keep it fresh, Purple Man. We award another Footy Show panellist with a baggy blue. Plus, Willis and my good self flew to the Gold Coast to ride the Bombertron. Why? Still trying to work that out. That's all tonight on The Footy Show. Yes, welcome back to The Footy Show. It was an amazing morning this morning, and thanks to everyone at Crown who did a great job putting the event on, and as well as our staff. But I tell you right now, there was lots of emotion, lots of beautiful women there to send Shane off, as well as all of us. And he is, at the moment, 165 k's away from here. Well, almost. He's in Bendigo, and we're going to cross out now to not only Shane Crawford, but with him, Olympic legend Raylene Boyle. Shane, hello to you.
Hello and welcome to Bendigo. Have a look at this crowd. It is incredible. It is a very cold night, but we have at least 3,000 people here at the Velodrome. I've got Raylene Boyle with me, who's a champion, and we got here in one piece. We took off from the casino. We saw Andrew Demetrio at the front of AFL House, who gave us a check, which was brilliant, and we love that. We got the police escort down the highway, and we've made it. Day one, we've made it to Bendigo. We're very relieved to be here. Beautiful people in Bendigo, and Raylene, it's been a very interesting day, but a great day.
Oh, it has. You've done a fantastic job. Beautiful out on the road, seeing the people stopping and giving you a bit of dough here and there, and all of that going into the Kitty of Breast Cancer Network. It's been a fabulous day.
Yeah, so we got about 170 k's today, which is pretty good. And we sort of got into Bendigo. We headed out to Eagle Hawk, and we stopped in front of the fire station, sprayed on the road our mark, and that's where we'll take off from tomorrow morning, head towards Swan Hill. But we're very happy to be in Bendigo. The brilliant people of Bendigo are very excited to have the Footy Show turn up, and we've had some incredible donations since we've been here as well, so a very, very good day.
Let me say the Bendigo Advertiser's gone pink for you today, which is a beautiful thing.
Oh, it's a great read.
Beautiful thing.
Very good publication.
Hey, Shane and Raylene, it's great to see you both. Of course, we saw this morning. Talk us through the actual ride. We're seeing some pictures there, Crawf. You're out on the road, you got trucks flying past you. It looked a little bit hairy at times.
No, the trucks were great. They honk their horns. Some of them have got loud horns, so they scare you at times. But everyone's really, really supportive. We have people running out of bushes and everywhere just to say hello, take a photo, donate money, and you know it's all very much worth it. You get here and you just don't realise the impact in the communities and the little country areas. And you know the reason we wanted to come the Bendigo way is because we really thought Bendigo would really embrace what we're trying to do, and it's been justified here tonight. The crowd is just incredible. They obviously love the Footy Show, they love Breast Cancer Network Australia, and they're just happy to support, and it's very humbling and wonderful to be here.
Crawford, just seeing some pictures of you arriving into Bendigo. Got a bloke on it riding one wheel with support on the way through, but this is the sort of thing that you experienced last time in the run from Adelaide. The people that come out to support you is enormous.
Yeah, and that just spurs you on. That just makes you want to keep riding down the highway and try and get to where you're trying to get to. So, no, we're happy with day one. Everything sort of went well, and I'm sure that, over the next few weeks, we'll have our days which won't be great, but it's all going to be very much worth it.
How's your rort?
My backside's
I wasn't
quite
talking to you.
He was talking to
You
you,
said
Ray.
ear or
He was
ear?
talking to you.
How's my ear?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
my
you're
ear.
right.
How's your backside, he
My
said?
backside's very well, thank you. Indeed.
Hey,
He hasn't done a lot of work today.
hey,
Was that
Shane.
you, Sammy?
We need to point out that when you were spraying the ground there, that is at Eagle Hawk, which is about 10 k's beyond Bendigo. You mark the spot, there it is. You go back to Bendigo to go to sleep, and then you will come out to that point tomorrow to restart. So I think sometime people wonder if you're actually travelling forward further than you've ridden. That is never the case.
I've only just started, Jim. How does that happen? No, that's what we do. We stop and we spray on the road or wherever we are. We stopped in front of the fire station today, and we'll leave from there about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning when the sun rises, and off we head towards Swan Hill. And our aim is to try and make it to Swan Hill tomorrow, and then we'll head on to Mildura after that. So a couple of big days ahead. And then we head towards a beautiful Nullarbor.
Well, just stay with us, Shane and Raylene. 187 kilometres ahead of you tomorrow to get to Swan Hill, but the corporate support continues to roll in. So we're going to read out 7 more people who have donated at the minimum of $10,000 to get themselves up on the board. So bear with us as we read these ones out. First one up, Jimmy, Wave 1. Billy's going to whack it up thanks to Wave 1. They are Australia's leading wireless communications provider for all your building-to-building wireless voice and data communications. We want you to call Wave 1. Thank you very much.
GJ Gardner Homes, a reputation as the new home builder you can trust. GJ Gardner, local builders providing custom homes without the price tag.
And diverse sponsors here. Pillow Pets, Jim. It's a pillow, it's a pet, it's a pillow pet.
That's it.
Grab your team's official AFL Pillow Pets character at select the Target stores, newsagents and AFL stores, or visit mypillowpets.com.au. And everyone in the audience tonight is taking home a pillow pet.
There it is. Jealous Craig is a brand we all know plenty about, of course, the Jealous Craig Group. Jumping Jealous Craig and also Denison McKinnon providing informed, dedicated and boutique real estate services across 12 offices and 2 lifestyle locations.
Shane, of course, is the Auskick ambassador, and we saw Andrew Demuccio there. The AFL have donated $10,000. Wonderful to see. Thanks to Andrew and the AFL Commission, much appreciated.
And we had this morning at Crown, of course, Joe Stuckey and Annie Peacock and the magnificent people at Crown, always very generous with us. Started the whole thing at Riverwalk this morning. We're going to end it at Crown in Perth, so thanks again to Annie and everyone at the Crown organisation for 10 grand there.
Yeah, so an extra 70 grand jumped in as well as what we got today, which is great. But last week we also announced a $10,000 donation from Coles, and tonight we can also add that Coles will be providing supplies for Craw and his support team for the 22-day trip. So thank you very much again to Coles.
Also mentioned a 10k donation from Jets Fitness. We can also tell you that Jets clubs across Victoria and WA will be donating a further $10 for every new member who signs up during Shane's ride. So thank you to Jets Fitness.
That's right. And finally, footyshow.com.au. You continue to support Shane and the Breast Cancer Network of Australia. Click on the Tour de Crawf link. Donate in person at any NAB branch. Corporate donations of $10,000 plus. You get your logo on the sponsor board, and you can email us, tourdecrawf@9.com.au.
Hey, Shane, let's jump back out to you. I know that a couple of times today you had people stop you on the side of the road with cheques, $1,000, I think one of them.
Yeah, we had $1,000. We had a 10,000 check just a moment ago here. Yeah, the money just keeps coming in. So some very generous people getting behind a great cause. And I want to say a big thank you to Raylene, because she's come all the way down from Queensland just to support me and give me a push along the highway. So thank you, Raylene.
I love you, Shane. Thanks so much for what you're doing, and it really is. It's been fantastic. The atmosphere out there on the road is just beautiful, and the gathering here tonight, it's wonderful.
We're having a party.
We are having a party in Bendigo.
Hey, Raylene, before we let you go, Raylene, we saw some vision of Sam on the bike this morning with the shirt off. What sort of a figure was he cutting, did you think?
Was he looking good?
Well, for a bloke of 95, he looked great.
was very chilly. It was 2
Is he that
degrees,
young?
Gary, and I went numb when they turned the fan off, so it wouldn't have mattered what I rode in. I was numb, so it made no difference.
I noticed a few things missing, Sam.
Again.
Again. Prof and Raylene, it was great to see you this morning, and Shane goes without saying that we are enormously proud of what you're doing, and we will continue to monitor your progress. In fact, everyone can. You can keep track of Croft's journey with his daily diaries on the Footy Show Facebook page and the website. Mate, good luck. We'll stay in touch. Raylene, great to see you, and we'll talk again soon. Shane Crawford and Raylene Boyle. I just want to say very quickly, do you want to say?
Just incidentally, on that board there,
yes,
there is about $500,000 worth of sponsorship.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? And it continues to flow in, and we want to keep raising money. We are unbelievably proud of Shane. I also want to say how proud we are of the Nine Network for the support they have thrown behind this. It is an unbelievable exercise to get this organised, and to everyone who works on our show, not us, the people behind the scenes on the Footy Show, well done to you for getting involved as well. So, very proud of everyone involved. All right, that is Shane Crawford. We're going to get on the footy. Let's have a look at Hawthorn taking on the West Coast Eagles. First up, Etihad Stadium. The Hawks on top of the ladder, 11 wins and just the one loss. Savage comes in, Smith comes out. Ruff's in great form. Buddy got back into some ripping form as well. 4 goals each of those two boys, and Gunston got 3. What about the ins for the West Coast Eagles? They have got some massive inclusions here. Back into the side, the captain, Darren Glass. Waters is back in. Mark Lacroix, Kennedy, Dalziel and McGinnity. They are 9th on the ladder, outside the 8 at the moment. Their best side for a long, long time. Dean Cox playing well. Nick Nat knew he got some game time under his belt. Nicky Dell, the best West Coast side we've seen for some time.
Yeah, totally agree, Gaz. I think with those inclusions, it'll definitely boost their midfield and their forwards. But I think Hawks are just too good. There's not many teams that are going around and be able to beat them at the moment.
$18sportsbet.com.au, Brownie. Not that you can bet, of course.
Big buddy to explode on Friday night footy for me. I think congratulations to Brent Guerra playing his 150th game for the Hawks, life membership there, and Hawks by about 5 goals for me.
All right.
Hey, I do like the ins, Gaz. I'm with you. I like the ins of the West Coast Eagle. Big game for Woosha and his boys, but you'd think the Hawks at home, Etihad Stadium. Yes, Jim.
We couldn't help but noticing that a man we love on the Footy Show, Mick Malthouse, back to his he's got the one wood out and he's starting to really tee off in the press conferences after the Hawthorn loss.
How angry do you reckon he was? Was he Campbell Brown angry? Have a look at this here. Look at him. He's fired up, Campbell Brown. Let me on, he says. He is angry man. Look at him.
No, he's angrier than that, Bill.
Is he as old Foss angry when he hit Billy Barrett? That's angry.
No, he had that one covered, Bill. He's angrier than that.
He's not Gary angry, is he?
Oh, yeah.
When he hit the mascot. Have a look. Poor old mascot comes in.
Much angrier than that, Bill.
You cannot get any angrier than that.
Yes, he was angrier.
You can't.
He was.
Who?
This angry.
Oh, Jim. What about the builder? Come on, Jim. Look at him.
No one can be that angry, the big whistle. He loves it, sits at home, waits for it every single week.
He waits for it to come on, and Gary, you always put it in here, so we do it.
We're taking a break on the Footy Show. Sam's mailbag up next. Welcome back to the Footy Show. Thanks to our magnificent sponsors, Anis Navara, Home Timber and Hardware, sportsbet.com.au. We thank you very much for your great ongoing support. Very nice crowd in the night, Tim. They've got something about them. They're enjoying the show, and they will enjoy Sam's mailbag.
Yeah, I'll be tipping Hawthorn in that previous game, Gary. And who would you be tipping?
Yeah, Jimmy just didn't
Yeah,
get out.
Bill started just going through those very humorous asides with
People at home wait for our tips.
Yeah,
Bill.
that's right. And why didn't you bring the certainty card out for Hawthorn, Bill? Because there's not too many others you can bring it out for.
No, because I've done every challenge. I am challenged out. I'm not doing any more.
Hawthorn for me too, Force. What do you got in your bag?
Oh, well...
No.
Oh, not a lot, Gary. This is Holger of Sunbury. Sam, here is something you might enjoy even more than seal. Oh.
that's
or
silly.
Gary. We might enjoy it more than...
Yes.
Choppy.
And Holger goes on, just read about an incident that kept Geelong out of the finals in 1970. This is the article.
It's true, is it?
This is true. I was playing in this game.
What happened?
Someone threw an apple core.
What?
This is what Holger says, and this is true. Hitting the ball out of Doug Wade as he took a shot for goal in the last quarter against South Melbourne. Last year, they found the guy that threw it. Now, I reckon I've found the apple core. And it looks like you, says Holger. So what happened?
You're telling us Doug Wade's lining up for the match-winning goal. Someone's thrown an apple core and knocked the ball.
Yeah, and the coach...
Rubbish.
Yep.
The coach of South Melbourne was...
Who?
Norm Smith,
Ah, yeah.
the legendary Melbourne man.
Yeah.
And someone said very cleverly, Gary, that it was a Granny Smith apple that the bloke threw. And it hit, as Doug dropped the ball onto his foot, it hit
You sure
the ball.
Doug didn't just drop it, man? He was looking for an excuse.
Doug was the best kicker of a football ever.
Ever.
He was prodigious, and he could kick the
And
thing...
could kick a ball.
That's right,
What was he
prodigious.
like as a
Out on the
businessman?
road as a rep for our hairdressing supplies, he was prodigious, let me tell you that. He could kick a... anyhow, he was fantastic and knocked it out of his hand, and we lost the game, I think.
Big game.
I'm not sure if we
Bobby
lost
Skilton kicked a goal or a point, and Sydney won that game.
South Melbourne they were, Bill, in 1970.
Well, Sydney now. I'm just ahead
No,
of my
but
time.
that's right. They were South Melbourne, and Norm Smith coached them for the first time. They got him into the finals, and Bobby Skilton, for the first time in his magnificent career, triple Brownlow medalist, played in his first
That's it.
final that year.
Bob's got some battles and challenges on his hands as well.
Yeah.
So we wish him all the best. He loves a footy show.
There's actually a nice function for him tomorrow, which we can't go to because we're playing in Les Twentyman's Golf Day down at Woodlands.
Okay.
But we wish Bobby well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's that. Yep. Now this is from Yvette of Boort, B-O-O-R-T, Foss. Did you see the selfie? This is a selfie as you take a photograph of yourself. Your mate Warney took of himself during the week. This is what Warney did. Not sure why he would do that, but that's him there apparently. Have you ever taken...
It's not a bad angle.
No. Have you ever taken a photo of yourself, says Yvette, first thing in the morning and tweeted it? Well, of course, we have Yvette. I've taken up this. The last one I posted was this one of me. I don't know why I'm reading that stuff out about me, Gary. Gazman, we got one. You tweeted a little pink number there in your little corner at home, Gary, after you'd sprayed yourself with the parfum.
Who else has got one?
Jimmy Boy's got one. Just labouring strenuously over the workbench.
Jim loves that.
Yeah.
He loves it.
It's a distant memory for you.
Yeah. What we'd like to do is pan back one day and see if it's a bloke or a woman. It wouldn't matter, mind you, whatever it was.
Who else took a photo?
These days,
Who
Gary,
else took a photo?
as long as it
Selfie.
wasn't an animal.
Who else took a selfie?
Hutchie, of course, has tweeted in a shot of himself. Silly Fat Bill tweeted in once of himself. And once again, the best of all time that Gary tweeted in, it was just a perennial favourite of people who tweet in. Here he is, he tweeted this in...
It has to be a limit.
It is
Somewhere along the way, it's got to be a limit.
If we could just superimpose that onto the stretcher,
Just a limit.
that would be it. That man lying on the stretcher and Melbourne footballers or trainers carrying him off. We're going to do that next time. We might put that up on the boardroom of the BHP.
We just couldn't quite find yours either, Dal. We thought we had it on file.
No, we couldn't find it. You're right.
Bertie of Point Cook. Bertie of Point Cook. Hey, Newman, did you see Johnny Depp dressed as Tonto? He fell off his horse filming the new Lone Ranger movie. This is he.
He did his own stunts, we're told, and that is Johnny Depp.
Yep.
And down he went.
Of course, and it reminded of
What?
reminded us of another great actor who fell off his horse during.
There's old Cisco.
That's Bill, of course.
Oh, no.
Doing some test work.
Yeah,
That's Cisco, you idiot.
That was during the Stafffords out at Werribee. Have you, says Bertie, have you ever worried about being injured just in your pursuit of showbiz?
Yes.
Oh, we wouldn't call this showbiz, but being on the show.
You, have you
yes.
ever worried?
Have we ever? Well, I've gone close to being injured on the show with a man that tried to kick a banana. In fact, did kick a banana out of my mouth. This man. I would suggest, I don't know about the vomitron or riding in the plane or getting I would say that took more courage to stand there. That was the man who you had single-handedly abused, and he came in and tried to take it out on me,
When did I abuse you?
world reigning karate champion.
I would have
And he
been.
said, I'll tell you how, and he...
Yeah.
The thing, bananas can be very scary, Gary. Bananas can be very scary, and this gives us an opportunity to show us how scared can you be of a banana.
Infatuation with cats. Hey, you want to be involved? Sam's, Marbag, GPA Box 9, Melbourne, Victoria 3001, sams.marbag9.com.au, footyshow.com.au. You love the old cat videos there.
Is that where that was meant to go?
Yeah.
What were you laughing at? You thought I wasn't going to get to the actual tag?
The build-up was
No, because I lost my track of thought.
No, really?
Yeah.
Almost a false alarm. Let's get to the game. The Western Bulldogs take on the Tigers. Saturday night, Etihad Stadium. And the Doggies, of course, 34 points. They went down to Collingwood last week. Done some changes, including this young man, Hunter, who we need to discuss. Lockie Hunter, of course, son of former legend of the Western Bulldogs, or Footscray as it was, Mark Hunter, yes, exactly. And Rovat's back in again. The Tigers are going beautifully. Could not be in better order. The Tigers, Delidio is having a wonderful year, and they are on fire, Willis. Who do you think's going to win this game here?
I'm going to go the Tigers and bang, there we go. There we go, Gazza, sucked in. No change is good enough for me. They're on fire, they're playing good footy. Dustin Martin kicking goals. Good luck to Mark Hunter. It's always good to see the father-sons like your good self.
Yeah, I'm with you, Billy. Brett Delidio's been awesome this year, and the Doggies have only won 2 of their last 13 at Etihad, so Richmond for me.
And I agree with the boys. I think the Tigers will win, but I think it'll be a little bit closer than we all expect. And I think Ryan Griffin needs a mention. His last month has been career best. So a closer game, but Richmond.
Of course. I'd just like to say this, Gary. I don't know if you know this, Nick. We are ahead of the curve. The thing that is bedeviling the competition, and I have an academy, is the atrocious kicking for goal across the board, which is losing game after game for sides. Does anyone ever address the fact that people can't kick for goal? It's a disgrace.
Ask the boys.
Does anyone ever ask you, if you ever get an opportunity to kick a goal, what goes through your mind, or do you just hope like hell that you kick it straight? Because it's a disgrace. Not you, not a disgrace. Well, you might be a disgrace. But it's the application used to kick goals is just sadly lacking.
What do you think should be going through your head when you're lining up for goal?
Oh, no, Del.
No, well, mate, this is a very good question. The fact is that you've got to calm yourself away from everything that might interrupt your focus and concentrate on something that gets you into the immediate zone. And that's not stuttering, it's working.
I don't know where that came from. What was your... Could you, off the top of your head, what was your...
Gary, I kicked 4 goals in the Ted Whitten game a couple of years
I know
ago.
that, but
Just beautiful.
From the goal square.
Career percentage.
No, mate, it's like putting at golf. You've got to calm yourself and disassociate.
So what's a pass
yourself.
mark, would you think? Should it be 70%?
Yes, absolutely.
Over your career?
On my part,
No, anyone's.
If you are a designated goal kicker, or a forward, not if you stagger out of the back line and run 100 metres and try and kick one on the run. But, mate, it is...
So 70%,
yeah. As someone said to me yesterday, Robin Dormany, he said to me, if you give someone a football and they rush down the wing and kick it to someone leading out just on the run, they'll kick it to them within 1 metre every time from 60 metres. Yet you put them 30 metres out from goal and they stagger in and look at the goals and it is unbelievable that we put up with it.
What was your career percentage, Will?
71.
What we will do during the ad break is find out the percentages of you three boys
And you.
and Forsels. Well, I'll have a look at mine before I say it, and we'll work out what do you reckon yours is, Dal?
I reckon I'd be 50%.
50?
Throughout my career, yeah, I reckon I've kicked.
A skillful
You're a
footballer
lovely
in the comp.
Yeah, I know. I've just had a couple of
you know,
unlucky
do you?
ones that just kept getting touched or hit the post.
Brownie, what's yours?
Oh, 60? I've been a backman for a long time.
And the thing about it, Gary, is that they eventually work the ball so close to the boundary line that they just make the angles so hard. It is just not logical to play the football that is played today when you're trying to win games of football.
I love the fact that he brings up putting too, because I've played a lot of golf with you, Force, and I've seen you miss more putts from me to that cat's bloody pillow.
That's exactly, Jim, because I am a choker. I am a choker, but that's not my chosen sport.
Who are you tipping?
I'm tipping... who the hell's playing? I'm tipping Richmond, and the other... And the other thing that we quickly on about is the umpiring's got much better thanks to consistent criticism by us. And isn't it strange that Jeff Geesham has gone on long service leave for 6 weeks?
Not related, not related. That was a pre-planned holiday.
Yeah, I'm not here next week for 6 weeks. Good. I'm going on long service leave myself.
Hey, next week, the Footy Show is on... I'm picking Richmond, by the way. On Wednesday night, following the State of Origin, of course. New South Wales playing Queensland. Massive games they are. So that will be on, and the Footy Show will be on straight after, because there's a game, of course, next Thursday as well. We're going to take a break. Jim and Bill on the Vomitron. That's next on the Footy Show.
We've turned up here and we're a little dusty, I'll be brutally honest.
I'm fresh.
And not only are we about to do the slingshot, the Vomitron, I've got Sonny dagging me, half the bloody Gold Coast Sun staff and cheer squad are hanging around.
Yes.
Anyway, the ride's here. You must have 2 people on them, Bill.
Yes, you and Sonny.
Last time I checked, you're the other one, Fat, so you're doing it too. Are you ready for us to get on the slingshot and have a go?
Yeah, you'll be all right. I don't know about the big guy here. I think he's a bit too fat.
I'm not going on.
He's a bit too fat. Get in, Bill. Oh, this has suddenly turned out to be a good day.
I can't breathe.
Bit over his guts.
What am I doing this for? I didn't lose the bloody thing. I've done the spray tan,
I didn't
hot
either.
eyes, sat in a spa.
Newman bloody cost me. I had no desire to do it.
Get stuffed.
Oh, no. Oh, Bill.
Jim,
Hey,
what?
boys, heads back. Let go of those sissy bars. Ladies.
Why? It's your team's fault. Maroon, Boomer and Drew, any chance you can get a kick? Jim, how was that, Jim? Did you like that? You're looking white. You're looking white, Jim.
Come on, boys, we're ready.
She's a bitch. She is that, Mel. But we're halfway there, Jim. We've got one more ride. The Vomitron. You ready to go, Jimmy boy?
I'm not ready to go.
You're going on it, my friend. I'm not. I've got a substitute. One of the great players to ever play up here, and your very, very good mate, Warwick, the Wizard, Kappa. The Wiz! The Wiz is here! Hey, the Wiz!
Look at the
I heard he hates me. I'm gonna whack him. No one hates Warwick Kappa. He didn't play many games. That's why he hates me. The $1 million 440's here.
You and the Wiz on the Vomitron.
Let's go.
Sucked in.
Just when I didn't think this day could get any worse.
Come on, Jimmy. Come on, the Wiz.
Come on, idiot. Come
Good
on.
luck, boys.
I can tell you got a sense of humour the way you're dressed.
How much more of this am I going to put up?
Only about 3 minutes.
This is shit. Where's if you spew on me?
So look at very...
Just one more go.
No, he won't go. No. All I can smell is banana milk. He's just burping all over.
2 mates on a ride at the park. Have a hug, boys. Let's have a hug. Here we go.
You love me now?
Come on, Jim.
You love me now.
Get off!
Welcome back. Here they are. Courageously going about it. The Vomitron was bad and the slingshot not great, but the whiz, that would have just about tipped you over the edge.
And Bill, this idiot here, before he got there, I haven't actually officially properly met the whiz. So he comes walking up and he goes, great to see you, Bill. And he goes, good to see you. He goes, good to see you, Jim. Why do you hate me? We haven't even met before. Because Bill saw him before we even started and said, by the way, Jim doesn't like you. Which was a total lie. So anyway.
He struggled to get over it with the whiz. He would not like not to be liked.
No, we spent the next 3 hours with the whiz. We went back to his place and everything.
We went to his apartment.
Watch a video.
He charged, a nice video. About 13 seconds of entertainment.
What do you got there, Phil?
Well, this is the Vomitron people. Thank them for putting it
No,
on.
they were wonderful. And that lady was not a B-I-T-C-H. She was a lovely lady. So
No, she was a bitch.
This is a memento of you and the whiz, Jim. Your very close new best friend.
No.
That's
he was great. Actually, credit to him, because he didn't have to do anything. He just turned up to come on the most
nothing else to do.
horrendous ride ever. So well done.
What else are you going to do? Hey, before we go to the next game, the boys have dug up the goal-kicking percentages. Do you want them or not?
Percentages, not total. Yeah, go on.
All right, do you want me to start from the top down? Or
You start wherever you like, Gary. You're running it.
From the bottom.
The most accurate goal kicker amongst the 5 of us, sorry, Jim. Nicky Dowell going at 66%. Not bad, kicked 136 goals, 91, Dell.
In how many games?
Oh, don't worry about that.
250.
In second position is my good self.
No.
Going 426 goals, 277 behind, 65%.
Oh, not bad. And pretty comfortable telling us
Pretty
about
comfortable,
it too.
yeah. Third position
Billy.
is Brownie Campbell, going at
Bill.
98.
What?
So you...
98
just a
goals,
minute.
60 Brownie, which is at 61%.
Oh.
Fourth position
Yes.
is the Forzel, who 108 goals, not many.
110
108.
in 300 games.
108 goals, 65. So you win at 60%. So 6 out of 10.
For a man who played in the ruck, I wasn't
And,
even on the forward line.
Taken that pretty well. And Bill, who kicked the most goals,
Yes.
441,
441,
291 behinds.
Yes.
59%, Bill.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all right.
Bill, what do you mean that's all right? You're coming last.
441 goals.
No, it's
I'm
not the
no.
total. It's the number of shots you get. Can you convert them?
Well, you were at 60%.
Yeah,
And
you
I
were
was,
1%
I wasn't
Six out of 10 you
I wasn't
got.
a designated forward.
Well, what's that got
I was
to
a
do with
drifter. I was a grifter. Just used to drift in and kick the odd game to win matches with.
Took that pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not how many you
Next
kick.
game, please.
Yeah, here we go. St Kilda take on Melbourne Saturday twilight. MCG and the mighty Saints who had the bye last week. Oh, big Cozzie's in. Good luck to Cozzie in his 199th game. Sam Fisher's in. Malira. He's got over that cold he had. And Simpkin out. Milne Master, who's hurt his hammy. Meister.
Had operation, I think, last week.
Who, Bill?
Assad and Joshy Saunders, who's been a star. And the Melbourne Footy Club, Shannon Burns, Clisby comes in for his first game off the rookie list, a mature player at 23. Spencer and Nicholson, out goes Jamar McKenzie, Tapscott and Evans. And what about the milestones here? Now, Sean Dempster, 150 games, has been a really, really good soldier for your side, been great.
Yep.
But Nicky Del Santo, him, and Nicky Revolt, 250 games each. That is unbelievable.
And Dal, Because we've got you in here, we've focused on you quite naturally, and you are a star. But Nick Riewoldt, the player he has been for your footy club over 250 games, is hard to describe, I reckon. He's been one of the great forwards the game's ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely. And in regards to the St Kilda history, I think he'd be in the top couple, if not number one. Easily the best player that I've played with. His consistency, his work rate, his leadership has given him every opportunity to perform, and I think that's why he's been a genuine champion of our game for the last 13 years.
Yes, indeed, no doubt about that. And of course, big week for Melbourne, who's parted ways with their coach, Mark.
All
Hill.
the best
So
to him.
Good luck to Mark,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you'll get another job in footy, maybe not
yeah?
at the senior level straight away, but he will get picked up. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But it is a tough time. Neil Craig steps into the role. Who's winning this game, please? Will?
Oh, no, I'll go with the Saints because they've got some magnificent memorabilia. This is it. For your 250th game...
That's all we're going to win, is it?
That's why you're going to win. The Saints Locker is pleased to release this personally signed and framed photo piece there of the great man here. It's valued at $295. Now, that's cheap, cheap, cheap. Go to shop.saints.com.au. You can also buy the Nick Riewoldt 250th game at the same spot. shop.saints.com.au. Got that out
Clear as mud.
Oh, it's on the screen there. Shop Saints, bloody
Brownie?
Yeah, with the 3 big milestones for the Saints players, they'll all be fired up and get the job done for you.
Foss?
Yeah, no, don't you worry about that. Always when there's a transition, Gaz.
Not always.
The other mob, well, most times the other mob lift.
That's
I
right.
wouldn't be so sure about this game. I'm going for St Kilda, but I tell you what, we wouldn't bring the certainty card out.
No, I don't think I would either. And they've got a lot of players out too, St Kilda, so... but I think it might be beyond the Demons. They're not playing well.
Yes, and
Yes.
you might have noticed the Socceroos' great performance to sneak into Rio.
Yep. Where
And
you going?
where they go, Rio de Janeiro. Brazil. Where are they going? Brazil, sorry. What was Rio de Janeiro?
You going to do a show over there?
And you notice that they brought out these
T-shirts?
denoting the games that they're going to play and where they're going to play
It's
them.
their World Cup campaigns.
That's right, their World Cup campaigns. And
Clear as
Melbourne,
mud, Sam.
I thought that was where they're going to play, Rob. No, that's just their campaigns.
Yeah.
How many they've been involved in,
That's
and
it.
how appropriate and what a coincidence that Melbourne they've brought out some memorabilia, Gary.
There we go.
Now they've brought out. This is on the back.
Yeah.
These are the phases of rebuilding they've gone through. It started in 1981. It started in 1933 and went right through.
10 flags in that time.
Yeah, I know, and then they started to rebuild again, and they're just rebuilding and rebuilding, and they're rebuilding. And there's space just above the 213 for another number to be put in, Gaz. So these are, I don't know if they're available with the steak knives, but these are available. These are the rebuilding and rejigging phases of the Demons.
It will turn around.
Isn't that humorous, Gary?
Not very humorous. On that note, a break. More to come on the Footy Show.
Still to come on the Footy Show, the Foss gets the Morwell locals' take on Buddy's Godfather offer. Try refusing this edition of Street Talk. We've got a ripping instalment of Footy Legends and hopefully no more of the Whiz.
He was a superstar in Adelaide. He played seconds cricket. He was a handy cricketer in the seconds. We're going the Warwick's World. Why wouldn't we?
Please, stay tuned.
Somewhere between disappointment and relief. My initial, period was for 3 years, and I've only got to see half of that.
You came in and you were too dictatorial.
I don't believe that I'm a harsh dictator. I'd be surprised if Watsy described our relationship as anything other than very good.
The guys haven't developed as players. They haven't seemed to have improved as footballers under your reign.
I can be really honest and tell you that I've never once questioned my relationship with the players. We had a fair dinkum crack at it, Hutchie. It hasn't worked out as quickly as what the board would have liked. That's footy. The board were clear in their direction, and like I said, they've come to this decision, and that's it.
Yes, welcome back to the Footy Show. Great edition of Footy Classified, of course, with Mark Neal. The day it all happened, and that's why it is a great show, because they hit the hot topics as they occur this week. Sunday, special night, so not normally Monday night, of course. It is Sunday this week, 10:30. Make sure you're watching Footy Classified if you want to know what's happening before it happens in footy.
Well, you turn on a bit earlier at 11:30 and watch the Sunday Footy Show. Now, two big outs this week. Shane Crawford's on his ride, and a big out. Hutchie is not doing the show, but have a look at the ins.
Oh.
Gary Lyon is going to host the show.
Back again.
And Sam Newman is on the panel. What about that? The Sunday morning footy show at 11:30. It's not the first time that the boys have been on the Sunday Footy Show. Have a look at them here, of course, over the years.
And welcome to the Sunday edition of the Footy Show. Round 2 action up and about, and shortly to a very formidable panel that we've assembled to discuss proceedings thus far.
That is now
and there's the old fossil.
Tape, will you, Joe?
EJ.
Do it again, will you?
He's big EJ.
Go on, do it once more.
Great man, Sam Newman. That is Sam Newman, by the way.
That's the way, and that's back in the day.
On one leg.
Maxie Walker, the host, of course.
Where it all started.
Absolutely.
Dermot,
Precursor.
Simon Madden, I think, and...
So how are you going to go? Are you going to watch any games? Because
Gary,
they asked me if I could fill in host, and I said only if you could come with me.
Gary, I'll go to a game and I'll give you an appraisal of a game honestly and reliably. Don't worry about, we won't window dress it or be beholden to anyone. We will tell you exactly why the game was good or bad.
Could you find that nose and put it back on your
Looking forward to that Sunday Footy Show. Of course, and then Footy Classified Sunday night. A lot of footy news there will be discussed. Yes, I'm trying to get to a man.
No, don't you get... the great Nick Riewoldt. We were interested to know what his percentage of goal kicking. You know, the great Nick Riewoldt, who has been a star and is a star and a magnificent man. What number of percentage goals did he kick?
You reckon he hasn't taken the goal kicking percentage all that well, to be honest? No. So he's gone out and he's chased up all these players, 59%.
And who's ahead of him?
Well, you are by 1%.
Thank you.
But that's
a non-goal kicker.
Drop that for now, because we've got to get on to the footy news, and the best man in the business is Damien Barrett, who joins us. Welcome, Damien.
Thanks, guys. There's a bit to get through tonight, and we'll start with Stephen Milne, and for a moment we'll just park the court issues at hand. From a footy perspective, this will now play out pretty smoothly, provided Milne is allowed to return to playing football by round 16. That date will be July 13. It will be 8 days after his court appearance. And if he's not selected by that match, though, he's made it pretty clear to people around him that he will seek to take action against whichever organisation is banning him from playing at that stage. He's going to miss the next 2 matches. He'll be pushing to play in round 15. That will be 2 days after that court case. But as we said, round 16 is the deadline by which is the stage he wants to return to football, and will seek to make moves outside this normal system to do so if he's not allowed to at that stage. So round 16, the date for Milne. We'll move on to the AFL fixture. There's a proposal currently being considered by the AFL Commission that will radically reshape the AFL fixture as we know it. It's a pretty complex fixture as it stands, but would simply work like this. Each team would play each other once. That would get us to the round 17 point of the season, by which stage a bye would be scheduled, and the AFL would then fixture a fresh final 5 rounds for the remainder of the season. Teams will be based in groups based on their ladder position, and therefore the final 5 rounds will be against teams that are in similar ladder positions to as they are at round 17. It's a plan that's still being worked through, but it was advanced enough to be taken by the AFL administration to the AFL Commission last week, and they've been told to take it away again and present it again next month, where it'll be one of a few models that will be considered by the Commission for approval as soon as 2014. So a radical proposal, round 17, each team plays each other once and then changed. On to the Hawks and the Blues from last week. This one's an interesting one, guys. There were claims of cheating levelled by a Carlton official against Hawthorn medical staff at the end of last Friday night's game. It stemmed from incidents in the match where the Carlton players were kicking to a Hawks physio. Heath Scotland does so here, and Kane Lucas does so here. Now, there were some Carlton officials who on the night felt that this tactic of the Hawthorn official there, who was dressed in similar dark colours to the Carlton team, was actually a deliberate ploy. And when the two medical groups came together at the end of the game, there were expletives uttered. There were also regular and multiple uses of the word cheat, and one person actually needed to be restrained from this incident. The Blues have apologised to the Hawks for using the word cheat since, but so angry was Greg Swan, the CEO of Carlton, that he rang AFL CEO Andrew Demetrio just to basically ask the question how in 2013 we can have a situation where people on the official staff of a rival club can wear colours similarly darkened to his own. And the AFL has said they will change that immediately. Mark Evans has said he will address that quickly. He's actually said that there was hostility and angst after the game, and they're his words, over the exchange between the two clubs. He has ruled, though, that the Hawks official was not acting improperly when he went onto the ground. He actually was indeed attending to a player. And
so that exchange, though, mate, that took place on the ground after the siren between the two opposing camps.
Yeah, there was. And it was, as I said, there were expletives uttered. It was mainly coming from the Blues to the Hawks, but the cheat word was directed at the Hawks' way on more than one occasion.
Strong words. What about this big-name player whose season may be in doubt?
Yeah, there's a serious injury to St Kilda's Sam Fisher. It's a foot injury. He's had it since the pre-season. He's struggled with it all year. Intriguingly, he's been named in the Saints team tonight. He's missed a week most recently with it, but it is serious enough that he's been told he has to have surgery, and that when he does have that surgery, he will be out for the remainder of the year. It's an injury that is similar to the one that was suffered by Leighton Hewitt, and that's the one that's curtailed the latter stages of his career. And just before I go back to you guys, I'll just get Nick Del Santo's view on the way Sam Fisher has struggled with that foot throughout the year.
Yeah, he has had to manage it for the majority of the year, starting the pre-season. He's done a brilliant job of being able to play the majority of the season. And I think the medical staff have had a chat to him along with the coaching staff and just trying to work out exactly where it goes from here. And at some stage, he will have to get it operated on, similar to a lot of guys throughout their career.
You expecting to play this week, though, Dale?
Well, he was named, and we've got our final training session tomorrow, Bill. So
he was named.
You never know. You never know.
All right, very nicely done, Damo. Thanks very much for your input, Damien.
Beautifully done, Purple.
And last week, the great Purple man told us that Wayne Campbell was the man in the gun for the footy manager's job. That was reported, I think, in the papers today. So well ahead of the game.
As I said, well ahead. Hey, what we need to do is have a bit of a look at something we did early on in the season, where we got Gary and Sam to give us their prediction of their AFL ladder come the end of the season. Now, what we've done here is we've assembled those ladders, and we've got the actual ladder in the middle, so you can draw a nice comparison there to what the boys have said will happen and what has happened. Now, Gary's got the West Coast Eagles at number 1.
Yeah.
At the moment, they sit outside
Thank
the
you,
8.
Jim.
So, obviously, and Sam's got the Blues at number 1, and they're just inside the 8. So, the number 1 positions, Bill, are a little bit of a concern as we look at them, but a lot of the other ones have gone okay. So, what we've decided we do is we've allowed, out of the goodness of our footy show hearts, Gary and Sam, to give you 3 changes. So you can adjust 3 positions on that ladder, and you're not allowed to touch it again.
Move these. I'll go first.
Gazza can't move.
Okay. Clearly...
You need 10 changes, Gaz.
What's that, Brownie?
You'll need to make about 10 changes looking at yours.
I think the Eagles need to go... Hey, what am I allowed to do, Jim?
3 changes you can make.
I need to have Geelong finish on top. The Cats are going to finish on top of the AFL. I think the Tigers are going to finish 7th. Get the Crows out. Get the Crows out there, Nicky Dell, if you wouldn't mind.
Put them into 10th.
And I think the... the Bombers. Where are the Bombers? Oh, the Bombers are horrible there. I thought they may have struggled. They will finish 6th.
And there's your ladder, Gary.
And that's it. Is that all the changes I'm allowed to make?
That's it.
That's it.
Done.
Crows and the Eagles.
You put them wherever you want.
Okay.
All right, so Sam, you now have 3 changes you can make.
Well, on the basis that... on the basis that I had the power down at 16th, I'd change them. I don't know where I'd change them to, and I'd change the Bombers.
Well, top 8.
I thought I was just worried about the 8, weren't we?
Top 8.
What about the Blues?
I'm going to put the Bombers in the 8, and we'll take the...
You got to take someone out first.
We'll take the Crows out. And on the basis of... so we're not worried about down here. So,
the
in that
Eagles,
case...
Do you want to move the Blues?
And hang on. If we're worried about the 8, I'd leave it as we are.
What, the Eagles are going to finish 5th?
Carlton on top.
Excuse me. Are we saying that we have to pick the top 8?
Yes.
In order or just as
In order.
No, it doesn't matter in order.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Because I'm saying that the Blues, you can put the Blues 8th then, and you can put Geelong on top. It doesn't matter. Put the Blues 8th. And you can... don't have to do this, but you can all slide them up one. That'll do. You put the Cats on top and stick that in there.
There we go. There's your changes, Foss.
We're not far out, Gary.
There's your changes.
No, I was.
Oh, no, you were. I said I'm not.
You were better than me. I certainly got the
was.
Bombers right.
So actually think
Happy
about
with that,
it.
Sammy?
I study, absolutely, mate. I study it.
What about the Tigers, Foss? They're outside and they're playing beautifully, the Tigers. Are you going to get them in?
No, I'm leaving it as it is.
All right.
Done.
Yes.
Well done, Dal. Nicely handled. Well, there you go. There are the top eights for Gary and Sam.
Yeah.
And we will revisit this as we get ready for the finals in a couple of months' time, Gary.
We will, Jimmy. Why don't you talk us through a big game that's taking place up in Brisbane between the Lions and the Cats?
All right. Let's have a look at this one. It's at the Gabba. 4:40 on a Sunday, and the big in, of course, for the Brisbane Lions is Big Brown Dog. Comes back. Source Merritt back in as well, Maloney, and Polkinghorn. Noel McKeever comes out. Well done to Ash McGrath, who plays game number 200, has been a very good servant of the Brisbane Lions. Look at the Cats. Oh, Harry Taylor back in.
Harry.
And obviously Stevie Motloff's back in as well, Blitzards. The one I want to ask you about here, Willis, is James Bartell.
Well,
will he play in this game?
Yes, he's named. As Nicky Dell said, he's named. And there was a club planned holiday. Just let me tell everyone out there. Everyone had the week off. He has trained all week and he's in the side. So no more hoo-ha, fair dinkum.
Who's making a hoo-ha?
Huh?
Who's making a
Well,
hoo-ha?
everyone's been talking about he did this and went overseas and...
Yeah, but the coach is quoted as saying he's not sure if he's going to play, Bill.
Well, Jim, Jay Bartell roving in the side, my friend.
Yeah.
Brownie.
I'll be looking on with interest because if he plays and plays well, I'm going to ask to go over to the States in the split round next year, so I hope he gets 30 touches.
How is things in Queensland? The Gold Coast, the young brother, if you like, they're making a big move. 5 wins, so 2 ahead of the Brisbane Lions. You've got bragging rights at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment we probably do, but still 10 pretty big games to finish the year off, and we're not getting too ahead of ourselves. We know we've got a hell of a lot of improvement we need to do, but to have won 5 already, having only won 3 the year before, has been great step.
Any chance of an update? Big ins for the Brisbane Lions there. Big Brownie and Merritt and Maloney.
Sauce.
Yeah, no, not too sure what's going on there, but Jay Brown will be a massive inclusion.
Hey, just on the Cats again.
Yes.
Mitch Duncan and Billy Smets have tweeted they will donate $1 between them for every retweet they get about Tour de Croft. Already, it's up to $1,500.
Is that right?
So you retweet that, and Mitchy Duncan and Billy Smets will pay $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Beautiful. Let's get up to 10,000.
Yeah, they'll be happy. They'll be happy
their word.
now. It's going to go nuts.
I'm going to go for Geelong, obviously playing fantastic football. And if they are to finish on top of the ladder, they'll definitely win this game.
Bill, that feigned indignation you had about Jimmy Bartell's, you were suspicious. You've sought clarification on 4 different occasions, as I understand it. Will Jim Bartell's play? You've asked the club.
It's Bartell too.
What did I say?
Bartell's. No, I spoke to Jim.
Hey?
I spoke to Jim himself, and he said he's playing, he's trained all week, and he's ready to go.
And you rung 2 other people down there?
You'd talk to the horse, wouldn't you? I spoke to the horse, and he told me.
You be very careful about this game too, up there, Geelong.
What would Jimmy Bartell's goal-kicking percentage be, do you think?
Oh, he'd be a star. I don't know if he has a lot of shots, but he's very good at it.
I'll get on to that and see. So you're tipping?
I don't know why that's a certainty. I'm just tipping Geelong.
No, I had my certainty card out as well, but I'm going to park it, I think. I'm not that confident. I think the Cats will win, but I just like the innings for Brisbane. I think they're going to be competitive, and who knows, the weather up there can be a bit strange.
Yeah.
You just never know.
No, you never do. That's my point.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll take a break. Plenty more still to come after.
To the Footy Show, and also welcome to our James Bogues Drafts Team of the Week. Here in the audience tonight we've got Vermont and we've got Yellum North.
Yeah, your Lawn North even. And again this year, James Bogues Draft, they're donating $1,000 each to our panellist local footy club, and your local footy club
Hawthorn
is?
Citizens.
Oh, $1,000 to Hawthorn Citizens. Well done there, thanks to James Bogues. Okay, Brownie. Time now for Almost Footy Legends. Have a look at this one here. Lower Footy Club versus Heidelberg. Have a look at this first gamer. Big Meso here takes a hang. First game for the club. He gets up and away. That is a beauty.
Next one, we've got Port Melbourne Cats versus Albion Cats. This fella here, he's running along. Angus McAllister will have a run. Bang! Gets coat hanged. Umpire would say play on. I like to see that.
Brownie, come on.
Yeah, magnificent.
And what's on now versus a Reservoir here. Big Specky, have a look at this one here. What's on it? Star, Jeremy Bennett. Big Benno! You beauty, that is a hang. Which one did you like, Brown Dog?
Oh, the two. Yeah,
do we like the two? Yeah! Righto. Well done to Dale Morris. You have won this.
Thanks to James Bogue's draft, our weekly winner takes home $1,000 cash, while our runners-up receive $500 each. Sponsoring over 150 local clubs, James Bogue's draft is a proud supporter of grassroots footy. At the end of the year, our runner-up pockets $20,000 cash thanks to Deep Heat, providing fast, temporary relief from muscle aches and strains. Deep Heat is the stuff of legends. Thanks to our great friends at Home Timber and Hardware, our major prize winner takes home a mega toolbox full of $40,000 cash. That's going to come in handy for that renovation you always wanted. So if you want to do it right, go where the tradies go, Home Timber and Hardware. Yes, well done. TPO Box 9, Melbourne, Victoria. Get your videos in. One of the great prizes in football. Or footyshow.com.au to upload a video, get stuck into Almost Football Legends. Now, we give away the Baggy Blues to panellists of shows gone by and obviously superstars of football. We have another one in the house today, and with him, one of the superstars of the rock industry in Australia. They're both down on the floor here. I want you to welcome Nathan Thompson and Tim Rogers. I think Bill stayed down there, so Bill will give you the baggy blue. What do we got there?
There we go, mate. The baggy blue there, 135th panellist he was. 12 shows for the Mighty Footy Show. Well done, mate.
I would have thought the most prestigious of the coloured baggy caps in Australia at the moment, Jim.
Hey, no doubt, Tomo, about that for any... Now, listen, not only were you a great panellist for us, you also did the review. We especially like this one because Tomo came in and did 4 training sessions to appear for about half a second with a fake saxophone in his hand, and that was all we saw of you, Tomo.
Just enjoying a few cold beverages at the back there, Jim, doing what I do well. So,
hey, what he was,
work.
though, make no mistake, was a very, very fine footballer. We love the way he went about it, especially at the Kangaroos when I was there with him, but also the way he celebrated. Let's look at the double cobra that Tomo rips out here as he slots this one. Here he goes. Bang!
Oh, he loves it.
Tomo, your memories of that?
Great memories, Jim. Obviously very lucky to be out there on the AFL ground with young Campbell up there on the panel, and also hanging out with you guys for a couple of years was a lot of fun as well. So great memories, boys.
Well done, boys. Now listen, I'm just going to pan across there to, speaking of North Melbourne, a very passionate North Melbourne fan, but as I say, one of Australia's great entertainers, Timmy Rogers. Welcome, mate.
You am I, Bill.
You am I, exactly right. And also, yeah, absolutely. And back touring You Am I and bringing the old songs back to life?
Yeah, we were just in Hobart last night and I'm feeling very Hobartian.
He looks like a rock and roll singer, Jim.
He does. He's a star, this man. Now,
with a face like this, you've got to do something, Billy.
The RecLink Cup is something you're very passionate about, both of you guys. Tell us what is happening here.
RecLink Community Cup's at the Elstonwick Oval on this coming Sunday at 2 o'clock. RecLink is an organisation that puts on a couple of hundred activities each month for those who are disadvantaged, trying to lift some spirits. The game is a fundraiser for that organisation. It's a great... skills are... they're kind of like being on the Vomitron at times. There's your ups and your downs. If I'm playing full forward for a team of Rock Dogs, there's some questionable hiring policies. But, yeah, it's a good footy game and a lot of music on the day as well. The Beast Suburban headlining the day. And we get regularly about 10 to 15,000 people down there.
And some of the greats of the Australian entertainment industry play in the game. Some great musicians and actors and people like that.
Yeah, it's like the Rock Dogs is predominantly, dirtbags like myself versus the Triple R PBS megahertz who work in community radio in Melbourne. So there's a bit of unnecessary spite out there because we need them and they bloody well need us.
All right, get stuck into that.
Tim, as it turns out, this is your extremely lucky night. Because you're a dedicated Kangaroo and North Melbourne fan, we commissioned a painting of Jim hammering the point home, and we thought it could go to no worthier person than your good self. I don't know if you'd like to come up and receive it, or we can mail it, or we can send it. But it's not just a painting. I don't know if you've seen the show in previous weeks, but it comes with an audio track as well.
Jeepers!
And that's Jim just exercising the option a couple of years ago, and we would like to present you with that, just to being a loyal North Melbourne Kangaroo supporter.
I look forward to walking home from Docklands to home in St Kilda tonight with that. Very proud.
Good on you, Tim. Great to see Tim Rogers, and also great to see Nathan Thompson back in the studio as well. Good on you, boys.
And Nathan, 62% was his goal kicking, along with Jimmy Bartell.
Jimmy Bartell was at 62.
Both 62%.
I'm not sure what Tim's percentage is, but we'll find out on Sunday.
He's working on 100%, I reckon.
Working about 100%. No, about 84% goal kicking at community cups over 7 years.
Reclink.org for more details. It is a very, very big day on Sunday, so get down to Elstonwick Park. You'll enjoy the footy and have a lot of fun. Maybe that might get auctioned after the game to raise even some more money, who knows. But great to see Tim and Nathan. Thanks for coming in, boys. Speaking of the North Melbourne Footy Club, Jimmy, they play Fremantle on Sunday over at Patterson Stadium. Very big game. 8 wins, 2 losses and a draw, the Dockers. Walters comes back in. Sheridan Tabner may get a game. He's taken with pick 11 in the 2012 rookie draft, so good luck to that young man, David Mundy, having a sensational season.
Jeepers.
The Kangaroos, 4 wins and 7 losses, cannot afford to drop another game. They went down to the Suns by 15 points at Mitchell. Anthony Delaney, Greenwood, Jacobs, McKenzie and McMahon's out with an ankle. Sierakowski's been omitted. This is at the absolute critical stage of the season for your footy club, Dal, for Jim's footy club. They cannot afford to drop it. No harder job at the moment than playing Freo over there.
Yeah, genuine home ground advantage over there, and they've really turned it into a fortress. A fortress.
What are you doing?
Fossil, not while we're discussing serious football.
It's more important. That's fine, Sam.
Beg your pardon.
Of the last 11 home games that Freo have had, they've only lost one. That was to Essendon in round 3. So I think they'll get the job done over in the West.
The Dark Master, Rossi Lions, got them playing a very good defensive brand of footy. They're like the boa constrictors, mate. You cannot score against Fremantle, and I can't see the Kangaroos kicking a winning score.
Well, they need a win, or you need a win, Jimmy boy, but I don't think you're going to get it over there. And good luck to Maggie Tabner, is it?
Who?
The young fella for Freo there.
Matthew Tabner?
Yeah, so good luck to him, big fella. But I think Fremantle over there, Jim, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Not again.
Mate, I can't do any more than the Vomitron and the slingshot.
And
Jim, I haven't thought you've been going to win for the last month. I've only wanted you to go on the Vomitron. This is for the Dockers.
Oh,
Tim,
certainty.
That is disrespect for your club and yours too, Big
Tim,
Tomo.
the steak knives have arrived. We've better to add on the... that's...
Come on.
well, that was the cat that...
I see that.
Anyhow, we've got to see... It's
concert.
optional whether you want to have the cat there or not.
Timmy will have it at the next concert.
I reckon he will, for sure.
What do you think of this game?
I think that Sam, one of your favourite players, is playing his 50th game, Tendai Mzungu. What? Tendai?
Mzungu.
Mzungu.
Yep.
Where was he from? Were you told last week? Zimbabwe?
The Seychelles.
No, he wasn't.
No.
Where was he? I don't know. But Fremantle are going to beat you, Jim, and that might be curtain.
Come on, the Kangas. You've got to bring the heat, Gary. Bring some heat. Ooh. All right, we're going to go to a break. After this, Morwell. Speaking about bringing the heat, Sam went up there for an unbelievable street talk. Stick around.
Go on, piss off.
Steady down, sir. Please, steady down.
Go to another town.
I'm gonna give him an offer he can't refuse. $10 million to go to Greater West Sydney. What will Buddy say? What will Morwell say? Who knows? Buonasera.
What are you f***ing Morwell for anyway?
Is this a candid camera?
You'd speak to me even I'm a dickhead.
Yeah, you are a dickhead.
Not really candid camera.
I'm not going to be on TV, am I?
It's not candid camera.
Because you've followed Geelong, so you're a dickhead.
Morwell have provided the AFL with some players.
I'm not even from Morwell. I'm mainly down here for court, mate.
What's that?
Court.
You work down here for court, are you?
That's it.
My query is, why are you dressed like that?
Because we were saying a lot of money is giving someone an offer they can't refuse, and I was meant to be the godfather, you know, Marlon Brando, out of the,
You haven't got a hope.
The godfather?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Could you do the... I can't do the accent. He says, I'll give you an offer you can't refuse.
I'll give you a thing you can't refuse.
Can I give you an offer you can't refuse? No, mate. I was meant to be Marlon Brando, you know.
Well, you're doing good.
Yeah.
I'll give you enough if you can't refuse. Mine, that's mine there.
What are you doing with it, sir?
Oh, I'm going to eat some crunchy nut when I get home.
Oh,
Bit of crunchy nut.
Yeah, crunchy nut.
Yeah.
Does that give you energy, does it?
Oh, it sure does. It stops the cravings for the munchies anyway.
I see. Oh, look.
I'm an American, actually.
You're an American?
Yeah, I'm from Mississippi.
Do you use the low-calorie milk or...?
Oh, just smarter milk. The smarter milk. The white
smarter
smarter milk.
yeah.
That's a bit smarter.
Yeah, well, that's obviously having an effect. You're from Mississippi?
Yeah.
How do you spell... How many S's has Mississippi got in it?
MISSISSISSIPPI.
Okay.
Well, bring down a while again, mate.
Yeah, well, because Tommy Bugg, you heard of him?
Yeah, from GWS,
That's right. They offered him, they lured him up to GWS. Would you think they would have paid Tommy that much to leave Morwell? How much would they pay you to leave Morwell, sir?
For probably 50 million.
50 million.
Okay.
Yep.
No money would get me out of Morwell.
It's great here, isn't it? How much would you need to be paid to get out of here to go to Sydney?
Oh, bugger off.
So that'd be MISSISSISSIPPI.
Yeah.
Is anyone worth $10 million?
No. I am.
Hey? Is money everything in life?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I thought you were going to say absolutely.
No, absolutely
just about
not.
everything, isn't it?
No, beer.
Beer's everything in life.
Absolutely.
Oh, Footy show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You ever heard of that?
No. I watch it on the TV.
And why are you down here, sir?
Court.
Yeah, what's happened?
Just a bit of criminal activity, criminal shit.
Criminal?
Criminal moustache, anyway.
That's criminal that I'm wearing, that's it.
My dad, my uncle, and me right now. And you just lost half your mustache.
Did I? I lost my moustache. Did I? There it is there. Is it on the TV a lot?
Yeah, fair bit, yeah. Once a week, I think.
Who's on it?
Oh, we got all the top players and all that.
Gary Lyon.
And all
James
that,
Brayshaw.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all on there, all the old timers.
Yeah, wait till I ask you this. You heard of Sam Newman?
Oh, Sam Newman, yeah, he's a bit of a dickhead.
Yeah, I'll pass that on if I see him.
Yeah, he's a bit of a rough nut.
Yeah.
We don't want you here.
Take the green up. Welcome back to Samuel Goodman, Godfather work down at Morwell. Got a bit hairy there, didn't it? Yeah, got a bit hairy, Gary, but we like the interaction from the Great Unwashed. Got yourself out all right? Well, we snuck out of town.
A nice drive-by from that man, just presenting the moon.
There was a better drive-by we couldn't put on.
Really?
From a person of opposite gender.
Right.
Hey, the goal-kicking stats
But the
flowing.
woman's mooning on, we couldn't put that on, Gary.
Right, no,
we're under very strict guidelines from the authorities.
We wouldn't want that. Tendai Mazungo.
We would have wanted it,
No,
but
we
we
wouldn't.
weren't allowed to put it on.
He's going
I
at...
pleaded it for it to go on.
61%. You know, the most accurate goal kicker on record, the records only go back so far.
No, they don't.
Percy Jones.
Percy Jones?
79%.
Big wow.
No, Percy, Wow Jones.
Wow.
That was Warren Jones.
Warren, yes.
And of the current day players,
Oh, yes.
Aaron Edwards,
Yeah.
71%.
Very, very good.
Jeremy Cameron, the young man from GWS, 70%. Jed Adcock,
He doesn't kick goals.
well, he's 69%.
No,
And
but that's...
I'm just giving you the figures, all right?
The statistics and those damn
Well,
lies.
funny you say that, because a lot of people have been tweeting in about your 60%.
Yes.
What it doesn't include is the out in the Fools gym.
Oh.
Which, of course,
There we are, getting
was
shot
not
at.
Just
There
missed
it
the
is.
odd one there for.
That's
So
it.
the statistics and damn lies. You need to take shots at goal into account.
You sort of hit the wrong side of the ball there, Fools.
Oh, did I, Jim? Yes, against the Kangaroos, which
Yes,
we tasted that particular
the pressure was too great.
So we
for
reckon
you,
that
Fools.
drops you down to the low to mid-50s.
Oh, dear, Gary, you stupid man. Look at you. You're just pathetic.
Big game of footy, boys.
yes,
Kurt Tippett is returning to Amy Stadium. And Port Adelaide won by 75 points last week, defeated the Giants. A couple of changes. Cassisi and Pittard comes in. Travis Boak is out. And Hitchcock has an ankle. And take on the mighty Swans. And first gamer there is Kurt Tippett. And Lega Lamb's in. And Tony Armstrong also comes in. Out goes Everett. Mumford is out for 5 or 6 weeks. I'll miss him. And Jack, who played his first game last week, he has been omitted. Interesting game this because Adelaide back in some form.
Game.
Oh, it will be.
Quick tips.
Sydney.
Yes, Sydney couldn't have been more impressive last week against Adelaide. Dan Hanbury will win the Brownlow, I reckon.
There you go.
I second that. Exactly what I was going to say.
You're going with it as well.
I totally agree. I reckon the form that Dan Hanbury's been in, there won't be a lot taken from him in regards to 3 votes. He's been sensational.
Get on him.
All right.
Not that we're allowed to bet, but
No,
if you could,
you're not.
Gaz, I reckon he's a little tip. Sydney comfortably.
All right. Quickly now.
Yeah, sorry, is Gary Ablett not playing this year? What's happened to him?
He's still playing.
This particular game.
Hey, I'm playing this one. I think. Love the way they're going, and no Travis Boak. I saw he's out, didn't he?
Yeah,
he's out. So I think the Swans going to win.
Hey, we need to just remind everyone, Sunday, it's a big Sunday football television extravaganza on the 9 Network.
Yep.
Gary hosting the Sunday Footy Show, Sam on the panel,
Which game
followed
am
by
I doing?
TAC Cup Future Stars. Then a special edition of Footy Classified that same night, Sunday night, 10:30, so make sure you're watching that. Everyone does. And then we are on Wednesday night following State of Origin 2. Dale's excited. So that is a big week on football, the Mighty 9 Network,
Yes,
Gary.
exactly. We're here thanks to Nish Navarra, of course, Home Gym and Hardware, and also sportsbet.com.au. We appreciate your support. We're taking a break, wrapping up after this.
I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Go, Brownie. You know it, Brownie.
You have a beautiful soul.
Campbell Brown is on his way out.
He wasn't intimidated by me, was he, Gary?
There he is, the very best of Campbell Brown.
You know what? You blokes turned me into a flog.
What's that, mate?
You blokes turned me into a flog.
I think it was there all along.
We didn't have to turn you into
What do you
it.
got for him?
This is a baggy blue, of course. 147 panellists. He's been on 15 shows.
But if it comes into his own at the end of the year around grand final time, as Matthew Lloyd tweeted in.
Yeah, Matty Lloyd tweeted in. He loves his breezes and he cops a lot of flack for that. What's your drink of choice?
Orange Bacardi Breezer.
Orange Bacardi Breezer.
The tough man.
Beautiful drink.
Mate, Brownie, that's just...
You're not playing this weekend, Brownie. What, you got the weekend off? You're down here for the weekend? You going to watch some local footy or what?
No, I've got to fly back tomorrow. Yeah, so we train over the weekend. We've had a few days off, but looking forward to getting back into it.
We appreciate you coming in. As we do, hang on, to Nicky Dowell, who's playing 250 on the weekend. Thanks, guys. You'll be happy to know that Sam Newman, Bill, we've allocated Sam St Kilda v Melbourne to do for the Sunday Footy show.
No. Make sure you watch that.
This is indulgence. In-house, this is for Dusty's daughter, Kayla. We wish Dusty well, and this is for you, Kayla, darling.
Good on you. Well done.
Well done. Sam. While we're doing some business very quickly, Gary, if you want to help out with Shane's unbelievable tour de Crawl for any NAB branch, Baker's Delight in the Southern States, bcna.org.au. Please donate to this unbelievably worthy cause.
Very good, and well done to Sammy and to you, Jim. Also to Bill. Don't forget, next Wednesday night, the Footy Show following State of Origin. We'll see you then. Good night.